And here we are again, because as I said in the very beginning, if we would have done the background, obviously those hair would have gone on a darker background. Now I'm gonna go like outline of this hair for get them a bit better. I would be really happy to see what you managed to create. Really. That would be wonderful if you could, like, you know, maybe email to me or share your pictures with me somehow, or maybe, as I said before, is there any chance to attach it to YouTube comments? And if you decided to do it with me, that would be wonderful to see. And what kind of paper did you use? So it is just the outline, and I'm going to use a blending tool after. I think his shoulder here definitely bigger. What do you think? Even though it is not a portrait, and I know I said it is not a portrait, but you need to think about the fact that we want it to look natural. We don't want it to look at weird proportions or just that's why I had a look in here and I had a look in his ear, and I think, aha, this is where they have done a mistake. But then again, this is a very highlighted area on his body. Right, I'm gonna make him slightly small on my picture and carry on. Add with my phone some kind of message. That's it. Go here now. Interesting. They're very cute. I wonder, would Meerkat like cuddle? Okay, getting down. Okay, so the longer hair going down here, in my case. I may will draw some flowers or some kind of grass later on around this area to make it more, you know, to make him look nicer. With some flowers. Well, anyway, we'll see. So what I'm gonna do now is I will take this blending tool again, which is quite fun, and I've done this before already, and I'm gonna go just gently on each hair I draw, and just to smudge it, because I don't know whether you can see it on a camera or not. When you just draw with the pencils, you can see almost all the grains of the pencils, and I don't like this look. I like more kind of finer look, smoother, so that's why I'm gonna do this. Okay, other side. Okay, here is another color on the top. Yeah, it would have been much better, to be honest, if I would have a darker background. But it is what it is. Let's try to do this with whatever we've got and make it really nice and stand out. Again, here I'm using a pencil, which I was trying to sharpen now, and I was keeping breaking because I obviously dropped it on the floor. That's why I said try not to drop your pencils, or if you can, put something underneath, something softer, so if your pencil drop, it doesn't really break inside. And pastels as well. Pastel sticks, if they drop, they're gone. Not gone, but broke. The pencils I am sharpening just with the normal pencil sharpener. I wonder if I will try now to use this pencil for this hair here. See how it's gonna work. You don't have to, you can use pastel. I just want to see whether I would be able to achieve the right results with the pencil. This one is again Faber-Castell Polychromos. Just go on the top and do some defined lines in here. So all of my work are actually the mix of colored pencils, pastels. Usually start with pastels and would work with the details with some colored pencils. He's got very short hair, and it's very good when we created already the background with some variety of colors, a bit of brown, a bit of orange, it's all underneath. When you go on the top, it creates like a better, you know, like more natural look. Like say for example here, I certainly could see quite brighter highlights. And you remember about this one I was using for the areas, and here I'm going to use one here as well. So since I decided to do highlights with this color, I'll carry on, and it's better for me because it's slightly different from the paper, which is good in my case. So I just will carry on working with these highlights. This part on his tummy is very highlighted. It's a bit in here, and I think here, and yeah, just now I'm gonna do exactly the same what I was doing before. So I'm gonna give it a bit of a smudge, a little bit, not too much, not too much, and try to create this line. So it's more natural transition between, and what I see, I've done a mistake in here. I need a bit more nicer look. So I think also what I think I may will use my paper blender, because it's going better on this, trying to smudge. You will see with the soft pastel, like, you know, some of the colors could be really giving you very nice bright colors, particularly for the highlights. And the darker one will be here, so I'm just going to correct this quite a bit in here, and do a bit more. It's a mixture of everything: pencils, pastel pencils, pastels, whatever you feel like, whatever you feel like. can see the more defined lines in here. I'm going to work a bit more in there. And, that's it. Dark. If you need a bit more darker color, I'd suggest use pastel rather than colored pencils. Again, it's all about the color. Yeah, I'm looking what color do I need, and working depending on the color. There's a bit more depth in this part. Gonna need a bit more darker. Just like this, and a bit more dark brown on this one as well, so it's because it's not just black. That's it. Right, so, and I think here's just a soft transition, which I have to use this one. Actually, that wasn't the right thing I was going to use, but since I already started to use it, I'm going to give it a bit of a go. That was not the right, that was the right one. And some of the So when I don't want too much smudging, I use the rubbery soft tool. When I need a nice, like, you know, smudging, blending colors, I would be using the soft, the paper tool. So, this one here, I think. So, for example, here, this part, I want it to be smudged nicer. Just dissolve really, and I will just dissolve this part at the bottom, so I would use my paper tool. Great, okay, and once again we're gonna go back in here. It's always the way I'm working. I don't have a particular kind of gradual work. I work with the whole drawing straight away, and I said it like in the beginning, so that's kind of my style, which I made myself because I just draw the way I want to draw. And I mean, you obviously will choose your own style, you will create your own way which suits you. Some people just work very gradually, they just going from one stage to another, start with eyes and moving down gently towards. I cannot do this because I feel like if I will start with the eyes, for example, and just concentrate on the eyes, I can easily do a mistake, and I want, you know, to see straight away whether it's the right way, whether it looks the way I want it to look. That's why it has to be, for me, everything straight away, the whole painting. A bit of here, a bit of there, so we not get bored. We're enjoying the process of creating our beautiful drawings. I think we're doing really well. I think we're not particularly far from the end, but there's still some work to do. But then how proud we're gonna be when we created it and when the work is finished. Okay, right, so I do pretty much the same what I explained before. So when I've done the highlights with the soft bright pastel, now I'm trying to make sure it looks natural. There's no, like, you know, unfinished look. Layers and layers of pastels. How amazing! You can put layers and layers of pastels on this beautiful paper. How good is this? And it's keeping taking and taking and taking. I remember first time I started working with this Fisher 400 and I was like, oh my god, that is amazing. That is so amazing. I just cannot believe my happiness. I'm gonna add more black in that. I think there's much more definition on this side. So if I'm gonna add the black one in between as well as here, it will create the depth, I believe. Right. I'm adding a bit more black here because I wanted really, you'll have a look at the picture, it has got quite a lot of shade, shadow under the pour, so in this one certainly will create us a 3D look, the look we're after. Look we are after. Hey little meerkat, is he talking to you? Why is talking to me? And so if I will take this now, I think that was the wrong choice of the color, but that will be the right one. It's got a very kind of obvious little texture here, which I want to show. Keep on working, like right, so since I want this black to stay and don't just smudge it. If I will take a blending tool now straight away and start smudging it, it may go. So what I'm going to do is just do this, what I just done with this finger. Pressed it up a bit, and I'm not going to use a smudging tool. Every smudge tool a little bit taking color off, so sometimes you don't really need to use it. And like in this case, when I wanted it to stay in that position, and here I want to have a bit more highlighted hair, like this. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Compare Meerkat.com, compare Meerkat.com. That's what it is. Gonna go a bit more highlights because I feel like it needs a bit more on the face.